Okay, so this game's gonna be this tutorial is about how to do a blood hit, and so it's going to be a big ping file, and the width is at 1070, the height is at 700. That's the size of my game window, and it's just an image that I created in Photoshop and then dragged into GameMaker. The depth of it is minus 1000, so it's going to be in front of the character. And I did a create instance in the event, and then in the control tab dragged over some code, and it states that draw underscore sprint, comma sprint underscore index, comma image underscore index, comma 0, comma 0. So this is basically stating that it's going to be centered in the, it's going to draw it on screen, and it's going to be centered in the middle of the screen. And then also it's going to go down at a speed of 4. So once you get hit, it's going to flash up on screen for a second, and then it's going to fade and drop down. The fade happens in the step event, so it's at 0.1 milliseconds. So it's going to flash up on the screen real quick, and then it's going to fade and be destroyed. That's what's happening here in this code. You could use the animation of solid to being transparent for the blood, but then that would take up more space on your game. So this code works quick and easy. And I've talked about this in my previous video. Alright, and I'll show you that in a minute. Let me talk about the name bar real quick. So the name bar, the depth's at minus 800, and you do a draw event, and then bring in over a coded sheet, and it's going to basically same thing here. You're going to draw it on screen, but the position of it's going to be 5 by 430. So you're using X and Y coordinates here. So it's going to position it at the bottom left of the screen. It's going to be right on top of the health bar. So it's just a nameplate that's going to be in front of the health bar, just to give it more of a custom look. And I designed this in Photoshop and brung it into the GameMaker here, and so I brought it in here. So I named it James, and origin at X at 13, Y is a 0. The crosshairs anyways. Alright, and so when the player, my object player, goes and hits the spikes, it's going to do this create instance in the main 1 tab. So I drag over it, create instance, and it's called object underscore blood hit. X and Y coordinates are at minus 40. You have to readjust the ping image of the blood, and do not set it to relative. So even though I used the draw event here to reposition it in the middle, I had to reposition it when I used the create event here, when I used the create instance, because apparently when I had it at 0, 0, it was off on screen, so I had to readjust it using the create instance here. So every time I get hit, it's going to create an instance of the blood effect, and also put that create instance in with the slicer walls and the gas, and even with the bad guys here, the monsters. When I come and collide with the monsters, I'm going to do a create instance as well. It's going to show the blood effect for a couple seconds, and then it's going to fade off and just be destroyed. Alright, so let me show you that real quick. See how the blood happens, and then when you come up here and hit this Well, it didn't show it real. I'll show you again. You can see the name badge at the bottom of the screen there. So it's pretty much like a placeholder type thing. And it shows the blood there getting hit. And then the monster comes here, bam, shows the blood. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.